Nyonya embroidery, an elegant style. This is Malaysia, beautiful and extraordinary, where multi-ethnic people live in harmony and enrich the nation with their multicultural experiences. The Nyonya embroidery adds to Malaysia's cultural harmony. History relates that the Baba Nyonya community has lived in Malaysia since the Malacca Sultanate. Malacca was a thriving trading center, welcoming and beckoning foreigners to its shores, including the Baba Nyonya. The Baba Nyonyas adapted easily to the local culture, making them unique. Their way of life exhibited an interesting blend of the local culture and their own. Today, the Baba Nyonya community can be found everywhere throughout Malaysia, and especially in Penang and Malacca. Their presence and their skills in embroidery have enriched Malaysia's handicraft heritage. The richness of this art is well reflected in the artistic embroidery of the Baju Kebaya Nyonya. The embroidered Baju Kebaya Nyonya continues to enjoy a niche in Malaysian society today. It showcases exquisite craftsmanship and is a status symbol for those who wear it. This tradition of embroidery is today continued by Lim Swee Kim, who resides in Penang. It was her mother, a seamstress, who nurtured her talent in embroidery. And it was through Lim Swee Kim's passion in the art that she has extended this heritage to benefit the later generations.
Saya belajar dari mak saya. Mak saya tuh tukang jahit. Umur 12 lagi saya belajar bersama dia. Sulaiman, Nyonya, Kebaya.
She learned not only how to sew the Kebaya Nyonya from her mother, she also mastered the art of embroidery. Lim Swee Kim, better known as Auntie Kim, chooses the materials and motifs for the Baju Kebaya very carefully. She also offers valuable advice to her customers on the most suitable materials and motifs. To make the Baju Kebaya, 11 pieces of paper patterns are first required. These measured patterns represent the various sections of the costume, including the length of the kebaya, from shoulder to the end of the lapel, chest and back measurements, the back length from the base of the neck to the waist, and from the shoulder to the chest, as well as the shoulder and back widths. Auntie Kim considers the rubiah material best suited for the Baju Kebaya. This fine material is imported from Europe or India. The rubiah rates high in quality and enjoys popularity among Kebaya Nyonya enthusiasts because of its softness and durability. The rubiah material comes in various shades to match the embroidered motifs. Its diverse colors help customers to make the right choice. Aside from the rubia's diverse colors, embroidery threads too come in various colors to match. Embroidery threads are categorized according to their weight, and Auntie Kim likes thread number 60 best. The customer's measurements are translated into paper patterns. Precision is extremely important at this stage to ensure measurements are correct and no mistakes will occur later when cutting the cloth. Each paper pattern is cut according to measurement before being placed onto the cloth. The cloth should be ironed to smoothen all creases. This will facilitate its cutting. Extreme skill is required in the cutting of the cloth to prevent any possible damage. For Auntie Kim, an error in cutting the cloth will make it all a wasteful effort. The main pieces of the cloth then need to be sewn together before the work of embroidering the kebaya begins.
Kalau nak belajar ni kena ada minat. Kalau ada minat betul-betul kena belajar 1 bulan, 2 bulan boleh dapat pandai.
Auntie Kim painstakingly passes on these techniques to her apprentices. Auntie Kim loves to study nature and appreciates its flora and fauna. Nature, she says, has inspired her creations. The fragrance of flowers acts on her state of mind, resulting in the production of attractive embroidery motifs. Plants and animals too are often featured as motifs in her embroidery designs. The colors of nature help her choose the colors of threads for her embroidery. Each design that she creates is stored to serve as a reference when it is needed. In mastering the art of designing the motifs, says Auntie Kim, one needs to have artistic skills, a keen eye and a sharp mind. With an alert mind and observant eyes, one will be able to translate flora and fauna into attractive embroidery motifs. Artistic skills are required to create an eye-catching and harmonious motif arrangement. The designs are traced onto the material, focusing on the border and sleeve, which usually display a high density of embroidery. In tracing out the motif onto the cloth, one has to be especially careful not to leave out any part. After the motif has been traced out, a sewing frame will be fixed onto the section to be embroidered. This type of embroidery, according to Auntie Kim, is best done using a manual sewing machine. Auntie Kim herself prefers the manual to the electric sewing machine. Auntie Kim teaches the art of embroidery to all who want to nurture passion for it. She runs sewing classes to transfer her sewing skills to others, especially on how to sew the baju kebaya. In order to enhance the beauty of the embroidered motif, the spider's web or hornet's nest design is sometimes incorporated. This is done through the thread pullback technique, where threads crisscross a cutout hole in the material.